One of the things in my life, I'm going to rephrase this, that helps me be disciplined is a shitload of accountability. How do you hold yourself accountable?
Yeah, I love that. If we have a boss, then we have external accountability, and that's really valuable. You might not think it if you have a boss, but it's really valuable. The boss puts constraints on resources. The boss says, this is a priority. Often the boss will say, yeah, no, you're not allowed to do that. Or yeah, go and do that. Do this first, do this second. The boss might also put constraint on time. I need this by tomorrow, 4 o'clock. There's a lot of value in that. If you are your own boss, we need to generate our own accountability and our own external
Yeah, right.
constraints.
That's where the question was coming from for me, for the
Yeah,
entrepreneurs in the world, right? For the people who are their own bosses.
exactly. So we need artificial constraints. We have to generate them ourselves. So one way we've already covered, this is what I'll do in 12 months and this is what I won't, right? That's a constraint. For the next 7 days, this is what I choose to care about. These other things don't make it into this week, right? That's another constraint. Booking sprints in your calendar and saying, I've got 2 hours to get a specific task done, and then even breaking it down into 25 minutes, that's another constraint. But the accountability piece, one way people get this is they hire a coach. You get a coach and you make a commitment. I've got some wonderful entrepreneurs right now in an 8-week program called the Samurai program, which is designed to double your income. Well, give you a 20% boost in 8 weeks and then 100% boost over a year. And what they do for accountability is they write down each week what they will do over the next 7 days. And it's in a group document. We all get to see it.
That's accountable.
And when I get on the live call, we go through it. Now, there's 2 levels of accountability. You can put an A next to it, which makes it an A goal. That means it must be done. If you're in a coma in hospital, you are still on the hook for getting that done. There are no excuses. There is no changing your mind.
Wow.
There is no renegotiating. Once it's
That's all in.
And if you don't put an A next to it, it's a B goal. Hey, maybe you do it, maybe you don't, right? No big deal. Now, if they don't do an A goal, they set a consequence. For each one has their own individual consequence. For me, if I don't complete an A goal, I pay $5 to my ex-girlfriend. That's what I do. Literally.
What? Stop it.
Not kidding you.
What are you talking about? How the hell do you get that set up?
I just send her $5 on PayPal.
You're kidding me.
No, I've got other clients. They pay $5.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Are you guys friends?
We are now.
Because you're paying her.
Yeah, she likes me more now.
Oh, God bless her.
Well, it gets better. I've got people who donate $5 to Trump's re-election campaign if they don't do it.
And they don't like Trump?
Yeah, they're against Trump. One guy said, I can't do it. My wife would kill me. And I said,
then get it
done, right?
I love it.
So I have an A goal. There's only really 2 that I have to do each week that are always A goals. One of them is to do my weekly action plan where I set the 7, what I'm going to do in the next.
Oh, how interesting. That's a total process goal. That's it. That's neat. It's a goal within the goals.
It has to be.
Yeah, right.
If I don't have that, I will slide on 7.
Then, right. So let's repeat that. I love that.
Yeah.
So your first A goal is what?
Is to create my weekly goals, and it must be done by 1 o'clock Mountain Time on Friday.
Oh, wow. You know what I love about all this is your super specificity. I love that. When I used to work almost exclusively with competitive golfers, one of the things, in fact, I was working with a golfer yesterday and we talked about this in the pre-shot routine, is one of the first things you do is pick a super specific target. Focus.
And there must be a time attached. If there's a time attached.
Yeah, right.
It's not an action, it's a wish.
Oh, I like that. So by 1 p.m. Mountain Time on Friday, you've got the next week's action all set up.
Yeah. And if it's not done, and there are a couple of times I missed it, I pay the $5 and then I put something else into my system, into my structure, like a reminder or an email or an extra reminder the day before,
Okay,
so that I
now
don't
I'm,
drop
I'm
it.
visualizing you doing this. There are people that would like have a million things though. They're planning next week and they're going to put too much shit.
Yeah.
So is there a metric on that? Do you have a guideline for
There's
like how do you?
no, I can't tell you how many to put on, but I think it's a good idea to work out, this is my priority. These are the things I commit to doing. Like, these are my A goals, and there are no excuses on that. And that's hard
Yeah,
playing the
that's
A
right.
game
Yeah. Well,
because
how many? Okay, so how many of those do you have? What is today? Thursday. How many of those did you have for this very week?
I only had 2 A goals.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I like, sometimes if something's really important, I'll be like, hey, dude, you're going to show up. That's an A goal. You are going to get that done. And that, because I know $5 is on the line, it's only $5, but it's still, it gets my attention, and I'll actually plan ahead, make sure I don't leave it at the last minute. I'll communicate to people about my deadline. And it's weird. They don't understand. I'm like, like, I have to have this by Friday at 1 o'clock. In fact, I need it by Thursday at 1 o'clock, because I've made a commitment to my
Mm.
coach and I'm unwilling to break that. I
I love
have to,
that
because
language.
it's
I
artificial. I
love
have to,
that
yeah. And people are surprised, but I'm like,
because
I
I've
am
made a commitment and I am unwilling to break that. That is some powerful ass language right there, bro.
yep, I'm unwilling to fail. And that's, I've got to call people 3 times. I got to check that it's coming. I really get on top of it, because once you play the A game, you start to realize everywhere things break down. Oh, leaving to the last minute, breakdown. Not communicating with the people ahead of time that I got to get this really early so there's no surprises, breakdown. So many didn't set timers, didn't set an alarm, breakdown. Oh my God. I had a client call me and say, I'm sick and I'm not going to make this. I'm not going to make it in time. I said, are you telling me, or are you asking for coaching? That was one of the biggest, most profound insights he'd ever had. He realized he was telling me, and he shifted to, wait, how can I do this? I'm sick. I don't know how to get it done. We brainstormed it. We came up with something. Guy nailed it.
Hmm.
So the A game, it's not for everybody, but if you want to see where things break down and where you're so inefficient, so ineffective, the A game and $5 is a really great way
That's
to
so
do
fun.
it.
That's so
So
fun.
to answer your question, pick the
Yeah.
goals that really matter, and then the other ones will be bonus. You'll do them if you have time.